Yesterday, day one, actually was amazing to see City Council chambers completely full. That's the first time in probably about 5 or 6 years that I've seen it that full. And last time was for a slaughterhouse going into a northeast community. So yeah, it's great to see. It's great to see so many people in support of Planet. There's a few caveats. There's some highlights. Ken Taves, a developer, was, I thought, fantastic. He was just saying that developers can build within the city, but the city needs to make it easier for them to do it. He showed that with Garrison Woods, they can make something successful. It's 11 units per acre. Sustainable Calgary's looking for, because Rick McIver's asking, well, what's your definition of sprawl? Like, what is not sprawl? Well, Sustainable Calgary advocates for 20 units per acre. Garrison Woods is 11. Most new communities around the 10 range, but we need to really scale it up. And originally Garrison Woods was supposed to be 16 acres, and it got scaled down to 11 acres once it got through council. So it was great to see a developer saying, yes, we can do this, yet all these suburban developers are saying, no, it can't. And it's really disappointing when I look at developers. I don't know if Planet's addressing the whole developer system. It looks like it's not going to have enough teeth, like personally. And we still see the same thing. Land developers and speculators purchase land around the city. They lobby city council to annex the land for the city, to develop it into housing. They sell it for the largest profits. And Ken Taves was saying that out of all of Canadian major cities, Calgary developers actually have the highest profits. And it's because our development levies are so low compared to other cities. And as we saw, Joe Connolly holds a fundraiser right before the Planet Calgary hearings. And the developers are waving their cash, and he's accepting. And I found that really sad. Another disappointing thing was all the talk on the airport. I'm not sure how this is economically or environmentally even relevant to Planet. Yeah, $400 to $500 million so people can say a 5-minute drive is just the same old. And as Chris Turner said yesterday, the way of doing business today has no future, and that's today's business. So I heard today a commentator say, the say-do gap. Well, that's the say-do gap, and the person that said that, the gap's still there. So I think we have a lot of learnings. I think the big showdown is going to be when the developers come in and really show their weight. And hopefully, because it looks like there's a few more people in favor of Planet compared to against, but we'll really see the developers' weight afterwards. And it sounds like there's going to be a whole bunch of amendments. And it sounds like it's probably going to be sent back to administration, to CEO, can this be done, and all this kind of stuff. And I'm kind of really worried that Planet's already gone from, in 50 to 60 years, we're supposed to see 67% of growth in the hybrids, in the stakeholder scenario of development within the city. And I'm really concerned that now it's 50% 60 years from now. And I'm afraid by the time the developers have their say, it's going to be pretty much 10 units per acre the way it is. And maybe in 50, 60 years, they'll be up to 12, 14. But with peak oil, climate change coming, that's not good enough.